That was the single best thing I could do for my business this year. Ooh, it's hot in here. Hey guys, Chuck B here, and let's try to do this video again. I tried to do it a little bit earlier this morning on my way to the gym, and my thoughts were so all over the place. Even though this is just a random babble check-in type video, it was way too random. I was all over the board. I could feel it as I was talking. So let's do this again. So I just recently returned from the Landscape Business Conference, the Landscape Business Course Conference. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, it's the one Mike, if you guys are on YouTube, I'm sure you guys have heard Mike Andes. He also does the Landscape Business Course podcast, which is really where I listen to him the most at. Anyway, so he put on the first ever conference this year, and that was the single best thing I could do for my business this year. I already wholeheartedly believe that going to that conference is the game changer for where I'm going this year. Did a lot of exercises that pulled me out of my comfort zone. A lot of meet and greet with a lot of companies that do. The average company there was in that $500,000 to $800,000 range in gross sales. There were some companies over $1 million. There was guys that are solo like me. Funny thing is, the $500,000 to $800,000 guys are not much bigger. They're only maybe 2 or 3 employees, maybe 4, plus the owner's still out in the field. That being said, there are also some hardscape stuff involved in that. It's just not straight mowing. There was only a few guys that were straight mowing. There was one guy just starting up, so that's exactly where he's at. Straight mowing. He does no fertilizing, no trimming, no straight mowing, which is where I started at. So I get you. It was really cool to meet people from all sides of the board like that, the low end, the middle, the high end, wherever, and everybody, it wasn't just, I need to do a little adjustment here on this. So it wasn't just, no, I don't like that either. Doing a little bit more adjusting on that. Okay. I like where that's at. So, and it wasn't just, well, anybody can say what they make a year, and have it be whatever number they want it to be. And when I say make, I just mean their company selling, what their gross sales are. What I did, or what everyone did, which was one of the requirements of the conference. Because it wasn't just a anybody can come conference. He did tell some people no. But it was people that were really negative in the industry. That's a good way to say it. So anyway, that being said, you had to bring your P&L. You had to be able to show your numbers, not just say your numbers. There was exercises where you were sharing your real numbers. Unless you just spent the time to fake that entire P&L. I don't think anybody there I met would have done that. It was a lot of good people, genuine people. It was really good. I met a lot of good people from everywhere. I think the farthest guy away was probably St. Pete, Florida. Is that right? That sounds right. I know Florida for sure. I think St. Pete. If you Florida guys would be able to tell me what I'm thinking, probably. I don't know if there is a St. Pete. It just sounds familiar like he said that. So anyway, there were some guys from Canada. There was, in total, I think there was 50-some people there, is where he capped it off. There was like 10 guys that had to cancel from the East Coast in the New York area where the big storms were rolling in. They just couldn't afford to take off and leave all that snow sitting for their company. They had to stay home to push. Get that? That's, from what I understand, that's a lot of money. Happens really fast. So I get it. I'll be going back next year. I think, like I said before, I think that's the single best thing I can do that I've done for my company this year, or is even going to be the single best thing I could do for my company. A lot of fun. Mike is a really genuine fellow. He really cares for the industry. Cares for the way the culture of his landscape company is. It's the goal, man. I think that's a true goal to have, is if every company ran that way. I mean, as far as he takes transparency just to the limit. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe how trusting he is. And made me realize some real goals I have. I'm still processing all the information from this course. I haven't even got into my notebook yet from all the notes I took. I'm still just looking at like notes I jotted down on my phone. I mean, I like I said, I'm still processing. I've only been home a couple days. I've been starting to work on some things I want to implement that I picked up from, not only him, I picked up stuff from other businesses. It was a really long days. It was only a 3-day course, but the course would start at, 8:30 in the morning, and we wouldn't finish up until 8 o'clock at night. And that's with him catering breakfast and lunch, so we didn't have to break and actually leave. I mean, we would take a half an hour to eat, but we would all sit there in little groups, and it was just constant shop talk the whole time. 12-hour days of shop talk there's a lot of information being shared. And there was a lot of practical exercises to help us understand it wasn't just him talking for 12 hours a day. We did active estimates where we went out on a site, which was the hotel we were at. Did an active, had a time limit, did an estimate, compared it to the way they do theirs. We did some video estimates. So it was really cool. There was a lot of that. There was a lot of number stuff, a lot of number sharing. Interview practices. Without going down through the whole itinerary, there was a lot going on. It was really cool. I learned a lot. And next year's conference, if he does everything he's thinking about doing, it's going to be even better. I mean, I'm already locked in. I'm doing it. So if you guys want to come meet me at the conference, that'd be cool. I don't know when it's going to be yet. But anyway, it'll be either end of this year, next year, whatever he does. Anyway, that being said, I just wanted to check in, see where you guys are doing, how the this, I don't know what the weather is like where you're at right now. We're having a super mild winter. Yesterday was the first ice in the morning, and that was because Sunday had a lot of rain. I got home from the conference at about, midday Sunday. So Monday morning had a lot of ice on the ground, but it was because the freezing temps overnight. But it's already 50 degrees, so I tried to take a picture of some stuff in my neighborhood showing where the snow line is up on the hills. I'll try to put some of that somewhere if I can get the pictures right. So that means it's snowing up on the hills, which is probably only a couple 100 feet from where I'm at. But as far as an elevation, however, it's 50 degrees where I'm at. So it just drops really quick as you go up the hill. I just want to throw that out there. That's what's going on with me. I'm getting stuff. I'm at an appointment right now. We're waiting on my daughter. She's at an appointment right now, I should say. So I want to take advantage of this sitting time. After this, I've got to go out and do 4 cleanup estimates, flower bed estimates. I got the mowing jobs on all of them already, because I can get my mowing and fertilizing estimates online. So I've already locked those jobs in, 4 new customers, or 4 new properties, I should say. And now I'm just going to go to actually walk the property and look at what they want done on these properties, and cleanup wise. You can't do that online. You'll hose yourself. Been down that road. Won't do that again. So I'm going to go look at those. I got 4 of those today. I'll be able to start those next week if I get them all. So those cleanups will be happening, and it's January 22nd. So it's January 22nd, and I'll be working next week. Things are firing up. We'll start firing up cleanups. Got a rock job coming. Got a mulch job coming. Just lost a huge bid. I think the bid was for about 18 grand. Taking care of a large church property for the year. It was on a 3.6 acres, I do believe, if I'm remembering the bid right. But it was for everything. That was the weekly mowing, fertilizing, aerating, weed control, trimming the shrubs, blowing the parking lot, big parking lot. I don't remember the square footage of the parking lot. I think I was right about 18 grand for that. Just found out I just lost it. Actually, right before I hit record on this, I got the email. Took them forever to get back to me, like 2 months. They actually got, and I always find out if I lose a big bid like that, then I want to find out where competitors are bidding. And don't ever feel guilty about asking. I was like, hey, where did I fall short on this? I normally ask. He just did when he told me right in the right in the email. They've got somebody at the church who does lawn care, and they're going to volunteer their time. So can't beat that. Can't blame them for that. That's good for them. I get it, man. It's a church. They don't have a lot of money to throw around. No hard feelings there. I'm just trying to get into the little bit larger properties since I picked up a little bit of larger equipment. So that's where I'm at right now. That's what's going on with me. Just trying to process all the information from the course. Working on some bids. Doing some cleanups. I sold a bunch of equipment already this year. I sold my Gravely. That's the 36 belt drive walk behind. I sold a Time Master. One of my Shindawas. I actually let one of the Shindawas go. So I sold one of the 242s. Sold the Chevy. The Chevy's gone. That's the 3/4 ton, the Chevy 2500. Just too old, too time consuming. I couldn't get it. Really, I sold it because I couldn't get it to sound the way I wanted to sound. Spent a lot of money on the exhaust, and I still thought it sounded like crap. And I couldn't dump any more money into it. Solid truck other than that. It was just a me thing. Just didn't sound right. Didn't like it. Bothered me. Fun truck to drive though. Love that. That was a really fun truck to drive. Let's see. Sold the Bluebird aerator. I think that's it. I think that's where I'm at on selling equipment. I only got a couple nothing big left to sell. I may sell another Time Master, maybe a couple more of my Shindawa trimmers, at least one more. I think that's where I'm at on selling stuff. Just tightening things up, getting it all ready. Going to go down by a shed this week. I got to start getting that property or getting that area leveled and ready to build just a little tin shed. I'm just going to do a 6x10. It's straight for product. I've got like 2 pallets of product in my garage. I got 2 more pallets of product on the way. My wife's getting pissed that the garage is cramped. So we got to start making some room outside of the garage and give that back to my wife. So that's what I got going on, guys. I know it's kind of a long babble. Where are we at? We're at 14 minutes. So yeah, way too long. I'll try to edit some of that out if I can. Or I may just let it play raw. I don't know. So thanks for checking in, or thanks for watching. Check in down below in the comments. Let me know where you're at this time of year. I know some of you guys, one of my Facebook, my Be Safe Applicators group, one of the guys just commented they just got hit with 2 feet of snow. Don't know exactly where he's at, but I'm assuming he's in the New York, that part of the East Coast. Which I'm not sure how big that storm was as far as how far down the coastline it went or up. Oh, excuse me. The stomach's upset from the gym, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, guys, that's what's going on for me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me babble. Come on, let me hear from you. Don't just leave it blank. There, let me know what's going on with you. If you already know your goals for the year, share your goals. Share what you're doing. Share.
Yeah, we are laying the place to be. Yeah.